It's Pastor Joe, lead pastor at Markham Woods Presbyterian Church. Today I'm coming to you from the back of our sanctuary. We're in the chancel area, and behind me, I think you know what that probably is. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. We did Thanksgiving a little bit different this year. My wife's a school teacher, so we had the week off. So we got in the car and we drove way up into the mountains of North Carolina. Try to just have kind of a different experience, and it was different, all right. One night it got down to 30 degrees, and even before Thanksgiving, everybody has got trees on top of their cars. You know, they're getting the fresh cut Christmas trees. That's where a lot of them come from, up there around the Cashiers area. So it was seeming a little bit like Christmas. It was cold. We saw some of the decorations, and then we came home Wednesday evening to the muggy 83-degree Florida weather, and it didn't feel much like Christmas anymore. So I don't know how you've been experiencing this fall and these seasonal holidays that are coming up. With COVID, everything is just, we keep saying it, everything's different, and it may not feel like Christmas for you right now either. Not necessarily because of the temperature, just because of the way we're having to do things. I watched a lot of your postings of your Thanksgiving experiences, and everybody was mostly saying they were very different, much smaller. We're having to go about things a different way. We tried to make the best of it as we could and have that experience that we sort of thought was always going to be there, always going to be this sort of permanent way of experiencing Thanksgiving. However, we know with COVID, it changes things. But here's what I want to tell you today. COVID-19 is not forever. Sure, the virus may live on in some ways, but the way we're having to live through it with masks and social distancing and small gatherings for some of our favorite times of the year, that's not gonna last forever. But here's what I wanted to tell you today. There is something that does last forever, that has this kind of a forever presence, and that is Jesus Christ. That's why we gather often to say thank you at Christmas time. Sure, we're celebrating lots of things, but it is that sense of thankfulness. And then here we come, right on the end of Thanksgiving, we get the Advent season where we're celebrating the presence breaking into the world, the presence of Jesus Christ. And I don't know whether Christmas is going to be completely different this year. It's been changing though, hasn't it? And it seems like we begin to lose focus of what really Christmas is all about. And then you see these statements or signs, bumper stickers, Jesus is the reason for the, go ahead, say it, season, or keep Christ in Christmas. Because there is some sense of the forever presence of Jesus Christ that culture kind of can veer away from a little bit. So this year I'm going to offer you, this is the Pastor Joe take on little sayings about Christmas. Yes, Jesus is the reason for the season. Yes, keep Christ in Christmas. But I just need it really plain and really simple, which is this: Jesus is Christmas. Now, if somebody wants to patent that and get the copyright on that for a bumper sticker, but Jesus is Christmas. And that means our journey toward that inbreaking of Christ's forever presence now in this world, it will go on. It's going to go on regardless of COVID-19. It's time to I guess step back into some of the celebrations that COVID can't change. That is preparation. That is Jesus is Christmas. And that means for us at Markham Woods, this thing right here. Most of you think this is a Christmas tree, but it's not. It's called a Chrismon tree. And the reason this Chrismon tree is up behind me is because tomorrow we are not going to let COVID win. We are moving ahead with our celebrations. The first Sunday of Advent, we are going to do what we forever have done here, at least for 15 years, which is hanging of the greens, a wonderful service where we complete decorating the sanctuary, and with descriptions. Children will give us descriptions like these chrismons. What do they mean? Why do we do this? Well, the easy answer is Jesus is Christmas. Remember, you can patent that, but I want some of the credit. But we are going to decorate this entire place. We are going to sing. We are going to celebrate. This is a single service. And although our numbers have been lower because of COVID, we feel like we can handle that in the sanctuary. It holds over 500 people. We will not have 500 people. We have every other pew roped off. We have specialized seating. We will mask. But this is a time, if you want to begin to enter back into some normalcy, if you feel comfortable with that, if you're saying it's time, the church has prepared, it's sanitized, we mask, we have hand sanitizer, we social distance. All of those things will be done tomorrow. It's a single service at 10 o'clock. If you're ready to step into the forever presence of which is Jesus is Christmas, we invite you to come along. If you're not quite there yet, where you can come in person, you can always watch us online. Go to our website, Markham Woods Presbyterian Church. Go to the website, right, the major tab that will pop up on the screen is live stream. Click live stream at 10 o'clock, and you can watch what happens right behind my back. Lots of the stuff is going on. The sanctuary is going to begin to look very different, smell very different. I can already smell this tree. But I invite you to come along. If you're ready, come join us. It's time to celebrate. It's time to prepare. And if you're not ready to be here in person, please celebrate with us online. I hope that you'll join us. I hope we can begin to reclaim what this Christmas in this Advent season is all about.